No último episódio, chegamos em Rivet City, mas não temos tempo para visitar a cidade. Descobrimos que nosso pai está por perto, no monumento de Jefferson, onde está localizado o Projeto Pureza. E quando descobrimos que o lugar é praticamente do lado de Rivet City, corremos para lá para encontrar nosso pai. No entanto, começo a suspeitar que terei problemas, uma vez que ao chegar perto do monumento, vejo ele cercado de supermutantes. Mas a sorte sorri e uma caravana chega na minha frente e derrota facilmente alguns dos supermutantes do lado de fora do Projeto Pureza. Assim, eu conheço o Dr. Hoff. Ele é um vendedor e com ele podemos conseguir alguns suprimentos médicos, além da localização da comunidade Canterbury. Deixando ele e seu guarda ir na frente justamente para eles limparem o local para nós, e isso dá certo, nos facilitando muito a entrada por uma porta lateral para o monumento. Mal entramos e damos de cara com um centauro, mas ele está se movendo estranhamente e, se prestarmos atenção no som, são tiros. Tiramos o centauro do caminho, mas parece que ninguém veio ver e os tiros continuam. Então, vamos até o corredor onde encontramos uma torreta e alguns supermutantes. Se nosso pai esteve aqui, ele provavelmente ativou essas torres para dar cobertura. Com alguma facilidade desativamos, mas não faz sentido inicialmente, porque podemos usar elas para diminuir o número de supermutantes. Então, nos escondemos e atraímos os mutantes para a torre, então esperamos eles morrerem. O local está cheio de supermutantes. Pai, você está aí? Andando pelos corredores até encontrarmos a sala de controle e mais alguns mutantes. E nada de nosso pai. Mas encontro algumas anotações de diário do Projeto Pureza, alguns painéis de controle, e tenho a impressão de ver alguém ou alguma coisa dentro do tanque de água. Com um pouco mais de atenção, percebo que é a estátua de Jefferson. Continuamos explorando esse lugar, indo ao porão, onde encontramos mais supermutantes. Até que encontro uma sala médica e mais algumas partes do diário. Mas aí essa sala parece muito familiar. Isso porque ela foi a sala onde nascemos. Nascemos aqui e não no Vault. Ou em qualquer outro lugar. Nascemos no Projeto Pureza. Continuamos explorando, achamos alguns armários, um tipo de dormitório, mas nada além disso. Durante toda a exploração aqui, tivemos poucas chances de reabastecer nossas armas, exceto pelas munições que os mutantes acabavam deixando para trás. Então, ali no fundo do porão, eu encontro um quarto isolado e mais uma porção de diários. E um quadro na parede me fez suspeitar que esse é o quarto de nossa mãe. Parece o local ideal para ouvirmos esses diários.
Well, here we are again. Project Purity and me. It's been close to 20 years since my last entry, since I left all of this behind to make a life for my son. We've spent that time in Vault 101, tucked away from the rest of the world. It wasn't perfect, but it was safe, and that's all I could have hoped for. Now my son is a grown man, handsome, intelligent, confident, just like his old man. And as hard as it was to admit it, he doesn't need his daddy anymore.
Fazem 20 anos que nosso pai abandonou este projeto aqui.
So here I am, back where it all began. Project Purity. God, we wanted to change the world. We really thought the waters of life could be a reality. And that's why this is a momentous occasion. Because even after 19 years, I still believe it. Project Purity can and will be operational. This is just the beginning.
Por que será que nosso pai está tão determinado a fazer esse projeto funcionar depois de tanto tempo?
This is day 2 of my attempt to resurrect this project. I've got one of the portable fusion generators up and running, but it's just enough to power the emergency lighting and a couple of other systems. That will serve for now, but I'll need help powering up the mainframe. Time to visit Madison at Rivet City.
Então foi isso. Ele tentou ativar o projeto sozinho e depois que não conseguiu, foi visitar a antiga amiga.
I spoke with Dr. Lee, Madison, at Rivet City. It went about as well as I expected. That is to say, she thinks I'm completely mad. How can I blame her? She's got her own life, her own team, and is making real, tangible scientific progress. Here I come again, a very paragon of failure and false promises. But the reality is, I need Madison and whatever scientific team she may have assembled. I can't do this myself. Project Purity is bigger than me. It always was. And without Catherine, God, I can't let this die. Not again. Not like this.
O Projeto Purity, ou Pureza, as coisas começam a tomar forma aqui.
Even in Vault 101, my work on Project Purity never really stopped. Soon after we arrived, my nightly routine included sneaking into the restricted areas, searching for, I don't know, whatever I could find. It was a Voltec facility after all. The place was built with some of the most advanced technology this country had ever developed. Those excursions never turned up anything particularly useful. So, one night, after half a bottle of scotch, I broke into the overseer's office. It was easy enough to hack his console, gain access to the restricted files. Most of it was garbage. Propaganda, spy reports, just plain rambling bullshit, really. But there was one thing, one name that stood out amongst all the others. Dr. Stanislaus Braun. I knew of Braun's work, of course. He was a celebrity in his day, Voltec's sorcerous scientist, leaving his peers in awe of his technological wizardry. But it was in Vault 101 that night in the overseer's office I first learned of Braun's involvement in Voltec's Social Preservation Program and his work on something called GEC, the Garden of Eden Creation Kit.
Então foi isso que trouxe James de volta a tentar ativar o Projeto Purity, a existência do GEC e esse programa de preservação social. O que será? Parece que teremos que saber mais sobre o Dr. Braun.
I am at a loss. My beloved wife is gone. In her place is my son, small and helpless. As much as this place means to me, as much as it meant to Catherine, this is no place for an infant, especially an infant without his mother.
E aqui entendemos que o nosso bem-estar foi o motivo de James deixar o Projeto Purity e ir para o abrigo 101.
It's time to go. The project was in trouble before, both internally and externally. Progress has come to a halt, both because our recalculations have gotten us nowhere, and because the mutant attacks occur several times a day. I regret that it has come to this. I know that if I leave, our work may come to an end. Madison has never been on the best of terms with the Brotherhood. Aside from Scribe Rothschild, she'll tolerate none of them. If she's the one dealing with them, who knows what will happen? It breaks my heart to go. But I must put the needs of my child before my own. I'm off to Vault 112 to search for anything of Braun's that might help me get this purifier up and running. All I know is that it's west of some place called Evergreen Mills, and it's well hidden in some sort of garage. But I'll find it. I have to. It's so close, but that's the story of Project Purity, isn't it? An eternity of almost theirs. Let's see if Braun has the missing puzzle piece.
E finalmente, no meio das gravações do nosso pai, encontramos uma pista de para onde ele vai. Ele quer saber mais sobre o Dr. Braun, e as pistas levam ele para o abrigo 112.
To be honest, the Gek sounded like pure fantasy, even for someone of Braun's capabilities. It was nothing short of a miracle. A terraforming module capable of producing life from complete lifelessness. But not only was this thing a reality, it was actually distributed to several vaults to be used after an atomic war. Vault 101 was, sadly, not on that list. I did some digging and discovered Braun's name on the reservation list for a Vault 112. I'm no slouch, but this man, he could have easily succeeded where I failed. Does his collected knowledge remain within the halls of Vault 112? Journals, holotapes, computer records, maybe even experiments. If I could gain access to just a fraction of Braun's genius, Project Purity would become a reality.
Ao que tudo indica, nosso pai vai procurar por um Gek, o mesmo equipamento que procuramos no Fallout 2, por coincidência. E então, em uma das fitas, encontramos uma pequena lembrança de nossa mãe.
That batch of tests was inconclusive, but Madison and I are convinced it's a problem with the secondary filtration system. We're going to recalibrate the equipment and try again tomorrow, so that... James, please. I'm trying to work. Now's not the time. So that's the next step. Assuming we get the results we need, we'll move on to... James! Stop! I need to finish these notes. We'll move on to diagnosing the issues with the radiation dampeners. That should... Ow! James! Now? We really shouldn't.
Finalmente sabemos o que nosso pai estava fazendo, mas mais uma vez ele nos escapa por entre os dedos. E agora temos que ir até o abrigo 112, uma jornada novamente para o oeste de onde viemos. A melhor opção agora é nos abastecermos em Rivet City. Parece um bom lugar para nos prepararmos para essa jornada.